Hi, folks. Thierry Harris here. On this episode of Market Hunt, we explore the innovation taking place in microelectronics manufacturing with Normand Bourbonnais, bringing some of this high-tech manufacturing right here in North America. What's the potential there that you see?
There's a perception that everything's done in Asia, which is not the case. Now, looking at the industry here in Quebec, this industry is as big as the aerospace industry. We have 45,000 people working into microelectronics or sensors or microsystems. The GDP is about $5.5 billion, so as big as the aerospace. But nobody knows that. Why? Because we don't have any product. We are embedded. So that's one of the challenges that we have, because we don't have a final product per se. People see us as being not present at all.
Canada doesn't have an Apple or a Google.
Transport, telecom, defense, security, medtech, microelectronics is embedded everywhere. I would say that the 730 different corporations in Quebec are covering every single market segment. If we want to be independent from other countries, the only thing that is lacking in Quebec or in Canada would be the electronic manufacturing. We have none, unfortunately. This is something I think we should be working on.
What does the country need to achieve independence in producing electronic products?
If we want to be capable of doing our own stuff, there will be some more investment that will be needed. But we're close to an ecosystem that could provide almost anything to build any product that would be needed by Canada to be independent and be capable of doing our own stuff in any marketplace.
We have all these different elements, as you were saying, but what we still don't have to have that independence is that overall assembly line to take all these different components as an output with a single product. We still don't have that manufacturing capability yet. What kind of conditions would need to be in place for something like that to happen?
That's a good question. I've been thinking about what is missing, and I think it's the overall understanding of the capability that we have. I don't think it's being recognized by all government up to now. When Nortel was present in Canada, Nortel was the flagship that was capable of talking with the government, making sure that we were developing technology that would position Canada in the right location. That flagship we don't have still. We don't have that major corporation. So this is what we are, I think, missing in Canada. There's programs that do exist. One in Quebec is the Innovation Zone that you might have heard about, to recognize the industry as being a pole of excellence by government of Quebec.
Will Canada one day see the emergence of a national microelectronics manufacturing strategy?
The strategy would be to connect to all these market segments. The aerospace industry, well organized, but we have not sold them what the industry is capable of doing. And to me, the industry has to shine. The industry has to connect to all these verticals. Any technology that is being used into ground transportation can most likely be used into aerospace, can most likely be used into telecom. You can reuse them from one market segment to the other. So the basic aspect really is to make sure that the industry recognize the different capability that do exist, and that the industry is cost competitive at the same time.
Seeing what the issues that you have, I think you have put them out there in a concise manner, and maybe somebody out there listening, will answer the call and say, well, actually, okay, that's exactly what needs to happen. Until people recognize that, we're going to still be, where we're at. And that's a good thing to know what the problem is, because as we can all, I think, acknowledge, it is critical that Canada, has that independence and that capability to be able to be self-sustainable as microelectronics become more and more and more important.
I would change slightly what Mr. Pierre Trudeau said many, many years ago. I think it was in the 70s, that crisis in Quebec where there was the Fonds de Libération du Québec, whatever, and we had the army. Someone asked him, would you really do that? And he said, just watch me. I'm telling you, just watch us.